Hi there, it's Jzee here, and this video will be the storytelling videos about the movie named Exam. This was the summaries of the movies, so spoiler alert. Let's get started. Start with the 8 people entering the rooms that have no windows at each side but the one door that's to be entering and get out. They shoot the seat by themselves. Every seat have the paper in front of them and a pencil, and on the paper is written down candidate number 1 to candidate number 8. Then the invigilator entering the rooms to tell them about the rules, which is first, they cannot attempt to communicate with himself or the guard. Second, they cannot torture or spoil the paper. Third, they cannot walk out the room or they will be disqualified. They have to answer the questions, one question and one answer. Then the invigilator asks them if they have any questions. No one said anything, and he walked back to set the clock timer to be 80 minutes and left the room. All at once, they turned the paper over and found nothing, just a blank piece of paper. They're all confused, but one of them very confused and start to written down something into the paper. At the moment, the CCTV caught that action. The guard coming up to her and disqualified her, get her out of the room as she spoiled the paper. After that, a white guy come up and start talking to everyone to gather together as a group to find out the question together. Then he got the name for each of them left by physical appearance. Start from himself, named White, other guys black, other guy brown, then for the girls, brunette, blonde, dark, and the last guy, he named him Deaf, as he didn't talk that much. First action, they start with using the light, any light they could use in the room, any light they could find, and it turned out nothing happened in that piece of paper. After that, they discovered that if they use the other candidate's paper, they will not break the rules. So they use the paper of the candidate that already disqualified, and they start with the method of using a liquid. They use all the liquid, such as the spit or the urine, and find nothing. At the moment, Brunette find out that they could touch the guard as long as they didn't try to communicate with him. So she find the lighter in one of the guard pockets. She got it out and tried to set up the fire alarm as the hope of releasing any of the liquid metal substances or chemical that could turn the paper into anything else like a photograph did. But only the lighter is not enough, so White hand Brunette a piece of paper to be burned, and she finally set off the fire alarm. But the water come out, it's just a plain water, and that's not gonna work. But you know what? The thing is, the paper that White give to Brunette is her own paper, and she got disqualified. Now White start walking to Death and try to bullying him. He was just staying alone, reordering the piece of glasses by himself, but White approaching him to tearing his paper and eating it, so Death disqualified. And that action make Black didn't like White pretty much more, so he punched him in the face and he got to the ground and passed out. So Black got him tied to the chairs, helped by Brown, and Black also put White sock in his mouth to make him mute after he got up. Then Brown started to investigate Dark, as she talked like she knows a lot about the company, as Arthur didn't know that much. So Brown tied Dark to the chair and start torture her by make a cut by the piece of paper in her leg. So Brown did, and Dark said everything that she knows. After Brown approved it, Brown hand Dark a piece of plastic. After White get up, White start convulsing as he is unable to find the pills that he have to take hours for the disease. So everyone looking for the way out, except the Dark yelled to the other side asking for help, and that is trying to communicate to the guard or the invigilator. She got disqualified. Now Blonde find the pills under the brown desk attached with the chewing gum in it, so Blonde forced the pill to White's mouth, and then they set White free, and he got up and got well like immediately. At this point, White already believed that the exam is about the only one that being left in the room will win, and that's why he tried to get anyone out of the room. Then he started to have a fight with Black for the guard's gun. Black got it first. Black tried shoot to the White, and it doesn't work. So White fight back and get the gun to himself and try shooting back, and it still doesn't work because it turned out the guard is the only one that can use this gun. So White put the gun in guard's hand and letting it to everyone in the room, saying they to walk out the room by orders or he will shoot them. First one that walk out the room is Brown. He walk out immediately. The second one that's going to walk out the room is Blonde. But at the moment before she left the room, she yelled lights out to get the opportunity for Black to fight back to the White. The room got dark and White shot randomly in the dark. He yelled lights on, and it turned out he shot one to the Black around the heart, and Black lay down to the ground and died. Then White walked slowly to Blonde with the gun, and the moment that he saw Blonde at the way out, the alarm is on and the time is out, so he didn't point the gun to Blonde anymore, and he held the gun in his hand and yelled to the other side of the glass that he won, was Nick. But you know what? The time is not actually out, because in the past of the story, they're going to the clock and set the time to be faster than it should be. Then the glass wall turned bright and White saw the silhouette of the invigilator. At that point, he know that he killed Black and he tried to commit suicide himself. But it doesn't work because it was his fingerprint and it's not gonna work on the guard guns. So guard put him out of the room and disqualified him. Now Blonde fully entering back to the room and tried the method that Death used before with the piece of glass, and she find out the watermark, a little watermark on the piece of paper said questions 1 with the blank, and that's it. So after that, she get the piece of paper up, walked to the invigilator, hand him and said to him no, because she already realized, recalling back to the beginning, that invigilator said the question, is there any question? And that's what the only questions for this exam. Then she got the job offer, and she is explained Dev is actually the CEO of this company. But Blonde said to the invigilator that she might not accept the job as the job is too much and it's caused the person to death, like Black is dead. But invigilator replying back that who said you that he is dead? Blonde walked to Black laying down on the floor, and yes, he didn't dead because the bullet that shot to Black body is the bullet that contained the new pills of the company that the CEO find out. This pill used to help regenerate the cell very quickly, and that is the method to cure the virus. Then Blonde faced back to invigilator, and invigilators told her that their CEO needs an assistant because he is smart. He is a smart scientist, but he is shy. He had to have someone beside him assisting him in working. So that's why he offering this job. Bond turned out accept the job immediately, and then the scene turned back and they encouraged blow-ups. This movie got the IMDb score of 6.8 out of 10, and they got the score from Rotten Tomato of the total of 63%. And that was all of it for this video. Do you like it? Please leave a comment in the comment section. And see you to the next one. See ya!